So, hi, so welcome on board. I really appreciate your presence here. I really appreciate you for being here today.
Thank
So,
you, man.
I know that we have worked together for almost 4, 5 months, and I have been seeing your progress after therapy, and now you have started taking actions for yourself. That is, I would say, I really recommendable. It is, I see you as a person who is actually willing to take actions for the journey, for your own self, for the business and everything. And it is I'm having a very proud moment to take your interview today because I've seen your journey from feeling lost, confused, and whatnot. And now you are showcasing yourself as a leader in the industry. So I'm very happy to see this. So can you just introduce yourself to the audience and share a bit about you? Where are you? What have you done? Where are you from? Where were you in your life before working with me?
I'm a parenting coach and I'm a mom of four kids. So initially I was very lost. I had begun working on myself and all that, but then in between life happens, and so I was totally lost. I had this self-doubt, how I'm going to manage so many kids and all those questions happening, and I had a lot of plans on what to do, during that year and all that. And suddenly, we were blessed with the fourth child, and it all happened all of a sudden, and I did not know, how to go forward with it. So I needed a lot of guidance, and I approached Manvi, and with her support, I was able to uh, not only survive through that phase, but to thrive through it, because there is so much that I've learned through my journey over there. And I learned that whatever has happened, whatever I'm facing, whatever I had faced, was for a reason, and that I have only come out stronger after that.
Yeah, yeah. I remember again, as I was telling you, you were very stressed, like how my fourth child is going to be, what our belief system that kid is going to have. Because right now, during that phase, you felt that you were not healed enough, that you can give birth to another kid again, and taking care of that kid would be challenging for you. And I'm happy that you are taking care of your kids in a very good way. You are happy, your kids are happy. So, before we started working together, what challenges you were facing in your mindset, in your emotions, in your external reality, I would say?
Everything was actually going smooth, and then suddenly, I came to know I was expecting with a child and all that, and suddenly got thrown off because I was not sure like what I would do, how I would be handling my child, how I would be there was a lot of self doubt. I wasn't able to trust myself because I was not sure whether I was every I was scared because I had to how I would be able to give time to four kids, and I was not sure like I wanted to continue with my work. I was not sure whether I should be taking a break. I wanted to continue. I had a lot of plans on moving further and all, but then I was very disappointed because I had to take a break. And then I got to know, through this therapy and working together with Manvi, that it is okay. Sometimes, you need to take that pause in order to get that boost and jump higher. And what I felt is taking that break and going through this process, it not only helped me, I think it helped me better because I see there is a sudden shift. Like everything that I do right now has become so effortless because my clarity of thoughts have become it is very clear. Like I really know like what to do next. And even after working through my emotions and everything, and through whatever I've gone through the past and all that, I feel things have happened, but whatever has happened for good, and I've learned a lot from it. And also I've been able to be really present with my kids, with my family. My communication with my family has improved a lot. I'm no more anxious. like filled with anxious, like, this person is not helping me, what to do. And I'm like, mainly in that victim mode. I used to be like, I don't know what to do, and no one is here to help me and all that. But I realized that all that, it came from me only. It was when I started working on myself that all these things have begun to shift, and it has become so effortless in a way. Like, I also can't believe that it has happened. Like, everything is really going very smooth. So things that I would strive to do like 10 times harder, like in just doing it just once, it feels, it's already done like that. It.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that you had a lot of trouble, a lot of like big challenge in having a communication with your mother, with your sister, with your friends, in fact, with your partner, that because you have learned in like since childhood that it's good to suppress your emotion and to not to express it. But when we
Yes.
like it was more like a journey. जब हमने threads
Hmm.
open किया, after we opened the threads of our traumas, then we realized that it's not something which we want to. It's just we have learned it that we felt ki it's normal to feel this way, and that is the only thing we can do to maintain our peace, to maintain that harmony with our closer relationships, I would say. Yeah.
Yes, like I've become even more expressive, I would say. Like, I don't hesitate to speak what is in my mind. It is not about disagreeing or arguing or something, but putting it in a good way. Because first I used to have that thing, like, I have to please everybody. I have to be like, agree to whatever they say, especially to people who are close to me. So mostly my point of view, I used to never like put it forth thinking that people would never agree upon it. Like, I need to do something, be in good books, like, agree to them so that I be good. That thing used to be there. So that has changed right now, because right now my thoughts flow very effortlessly and clearly. Like, whatever I have to say, uh like my point of view, I do express it out, and people do appreciate it. It is not that I what I was thinking was actually a limiting belief. So people do express it, and they have become more open also to me. And the trust also is built through that.
Yeah.
So that's what has happened.
As I always say, the more you express yourself, the better relationships you're going to have. Because
Yeah.
if you are suppressing your emotions, the other person can catch it. And that is how they're
Yes.
also going to limit themselves from sharing certain things with you.
Yes, right.
So, if I may ask, and if you can recall, what were the challenges, major challenges you were facing during that phase in your life when you started working with me?
First, it was very difficult for me at that point to do normal, to do normal work like every day, because I was very stressed out. I would say I was very, I had a lot of self doubt, and I was anxious at that point. So even to get up and do normal daily work was very difficult. So slowly and steadily through the processes that I've gone through in this journey, I've been able to overcome that. I've been able to express myself also. I've been able to forgive people who have hurt me and whom I have hurt. Also, I've been able to release that hurt. And yes, I've been able to overcome whatever fear I had, like, whatever fears and limiting beliefs I have. Uh, I was able to work on it and overcome it, and also, continue practicing and doing things that uh, I think, like, sometimes I think that this there is something that I cannot do, but then now that thing has shifted, like, like I can do it, like I will do it, and then I do take action step by step, small step at a time. Though 4 kids are there, it is not easy, but then I make sure that life goes on, challenges will be there, and one step at a time, moving forward. That's what life is. So that's what I learned through this process.
Yeah, I remember that we had a lot of sessions on how to forgive, how to move
Yeah.
forward with that, so that we are not holding the same emotions and feeling for certain things because it is
Yes.
going to hamper us. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, what drove you to start working with me specifically?
Actually, the thing was, I had watched your social media account and all that. I was following you, and I thought you would be the best person to help me through this phase because you were experienced into that field. So there was a lot of trust built, and that's how I reached out to you for that. And I'd seen a lot of testimonials and all that, so that's how I reached.
So, because I feel that there have been so many people who are also in the same industry, right? But even after
Yeah.
having a lot of people, why you chose me specifically? If you can just think about maybe one or two points, there must be something which connected with you that built your trust apart from the testimonials. Of course, that's what you mentioned.
Yes. The testimonials I used to watch, I was following your journey very closely, especially how you came out of your own problem, like your own experience that inspired me. The second thing is how you've been working with people through this journey, like through doubt, anxiety, and also I've seen how like people trust you through the testimonials, like they did right, like you listen very patiently, you do not judge and all that. So that is what made me like feel, yeah, it's safe to approach you, and you do have good expertise on.
Yeah, yeah. So, throughout our journey together, throughout our work together, what shifts did you experience in your belief system, in your emotions, or the way you are taking actions today?
Yeah, so it things have become really like it has shifted very naturally, I would say. Like it has become easier for me to see things from a very different perspective. Like earlier it would be more from the perspective that would make me see myself as a victim. But over here, after these sessions, it has made me view things in a way where I am able to see things not from a place of feeling pity of myself, but from a different perspective. So this not only enlightens, like, but it also guides me into what I can do next and what I can do better. So it is like that. And also when it comes to people help who hurt, like when I feel hurt or if I've hurt someone unintentionally and all that, the communication process that I've learned has helped me to communicate better. So that has helped me. It also helped me like to I wanted to have a social circle. So that was something that I really wanted to, and I worked through that, and I have now great friend circle over
Ah.
here. Yeah, so that was something I really wanted, and my relationships have grown actually through this. I have been able to be more open, and they all and open in a way, like just like how I was during my childhood. Like there is right now there is nothing like what you say. There's no block as such, which makes me like whenever people talk to me right now, they feel like, yeah, they're talking to someone whom they really would love to connect with and talk to. Because earlier I used to just shut down and just say yes or no, or just agree to them. So conversations used to be very boring. Like, it used to be one way, especially, and I was labeled as very shy and quiet at that point. So I've broken through that limiting belief also. I've learned to question things. I've learned to understand things more better, and also give a new perspective shift through whatever I understand it.
Because what I can see today is you are holding this conversation, which already says a lot. Because I remember in the first session, you were very hesitant to even share about your stuffs, about your life. It was me who was pushing you in a very subtle way so that you share certain things so that I know what you are going through. And today, when I see you today, while even having this interview, I can see that you are able to hold it in a very beautiful way. That you want to express more, you want to share more, you want to tell more that, oh, hi, this is what has happened with me, and you should know this. So that is the major difference which I can witness. right now in you?
Yes. So there's a lot of shift that happened. It's very, and it is like even right now, when it comes to business also, when creating things or making time for myself, I don't hesitate to put myself first. Like making time for myself, I it happens in a way that which is non-exhausting. So there is so much of thought clarity that I know, like during the day, how to plan my day, how to get things done, how to ensure that everything is done properly. And even if there are mistakes, how to forgive myself and, move forward instead of just cribbing and being there and not taking any action. So, everything, even when it comes to, like, content creation or anything like that, it comes very effortlessly, because it is not something that I have to think of. Because earlier, like I had told you, it would be mostly me, like doing the people pleasing stuff, like what people will like, what this one will like, what others will like. I have to do that to be liked by everybody. But right now it comes very naturally through my learning moments with my kids, like, and whatever I see through someone else's like, experience, my perspective, I put it on that. So it, like, that unique thing has come out like from me. So it is very effortless and people do appreciate that. So that is something that I'm very proud of, actually, after working with you, that has come out.
I am equally proud of you because I can see when I see your stories, when I see your reels these days, it makes me feel like a wow. Like there are so many aha moments for me also because since I know your journey, since I know where you are coming from, and now you are doing it not for others but for yourself.
Yes.
Express yourself in a good way so that whosoever is watching your reel, so they should know from which space you are coming from. And I remember you told me, Manvi, it's very difficult for me to show my face, to show my kid's face. And when you are doing this, it is making me even more proud of you, more happy to see you showcasing yourself and being very authentic, being very raw, because that is something which you own, which you have inside of you, which I always say that the power is within you. And it's so good to see that you have actually channelized your power in the good way that it is actually giving you results.
Yes, and it did help. The one sentence that actually struck by me was when I first started. It was like you said, no, you don't have any idea how much of power you have within yourself. And I was like, I want to see what it is. And that's how I went through this journey with you. And I got to see it, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are the tangible changes you have seen in your life, in your confidence, in your relationships, in your career, in your finances, all the areas? One by one, if you can share a bit about it.
Yes, in myself, I've been able to, like, like I had to take a break when my fourth child was born. So I took rest. And then after that, I was like, I still have time. So what will I do? So in that point, I had a goal, like, to work on myself, on my health. So I was having this hormonal imbalance. So I worked on it. I started eating healthy, and I started losing the fat and gaining muscle. I started strength training, and then after that, I had this hyperpigmentation, and they said, like, doctor said, like, it will not go. It was melasma, so it happens due to hormonal imbalance. It will never go. But with doing that and following the strict, like, following my diet, like, eating home food and taking these small steps for myself, this thing has gradually faded. And I didn't even need to do any, like, external treatments and all for that. But I was able to work on myself because my mindset was, I worked on my mindset. So that was one thing that happened. And then I made sure that I was able to connect with my children, be more present with them, like we do small things, like, play together, take them out, cook food together. So that is something that I do not like, even if the maid is not there. It is not that I do feel tired, but then that smile is always there, like, yeah, they are my kids, I'm going to do it for them.
So
Like
it
that joyful
is
motivation is there. That depression is not there. That's what I
in
would.
short, what I can see is you have started feeling not guilty about doing anything, about taking breaks. You are just not guilty about it. You have started enjoying the present moment, whatsoever is happening. So it has
Yes,
shifted your mindset. And with the skin and with all the things, as I always told you, the power is in your mind. And while you take that power in your hands, you can heal anything from your mind. And you are the right example for it. That through your mind, you have, when doctor said that it is not going to go away, when everyone was against it, and you were like, no, through my mindset, I can do anything. And that's how you applied it, and you have the results now.
yes, it did help. I was like, through this mindset work only, a lot of things have happened for positive. Even my relationships have changed. Communication has become so beautiful. People around me are so good. Like, even like, all our close family members and all, we meet, we talk. I have my friends, we have school friends also. We have started keeping in touch. So the all those my school circle and my friends that I had lost touch, I was able to automatically, get in touch with them. So even when it comes to like working on content creation, coming back to business and all that, it has become effortless. It is not that I need to find that 1 hour. That time comes when you value what yourself, where to put in that time. Like, we have a lot of hidden things, like, scrolling on reels and all that. So that automatically stops when you have that motivation, like, yeah, I will do this, I'm happy to do this, and it comes from within very joyfully. So automatically you find time for that,
Yeah.
and it comes very nicely out, like, portrayed out to the world.
Any other area which you feel and where the you have seen the drastic changes in you? If you can think of any other area also in your confidence, maybe in relationships, if you can think of certain scenarios. Because why I'm mentioning these areas, because I remember you were struggling in these areas. Number one, your confidence. Number two, your relationships. Number three, your career, your finances. Number four, your kids. Number four, fifth, not having enough faith on yourself that you can do anything in life. You are like, okay, I would be able to do anything in life if I would be able to resume my career, if I would be able to earn money, and all this stuff. So, any one thing which you can think of which actually is a breakthrough moment and is a moment of proud for you, which always makes you, maybe, which always gives you goosebumps. Anything.
Yeah, the first thing, like, when I approached you, I was very upset. So the main thing at that point, I felt I was really powerless. I, like, as though, like, I need to give up. Just, I'm being a mom. I just need to get back to mom duties, be in the kitchen, do the normal things, and whatever dreams I had, no, it had to be, like, shut down. Like, I can't do it anymore because 4 kids are a lot and I cannot do it at all.
Hmm.
And then after that, I went through this, and then I was like, through this process, through time went, working through whatever I learned, I came to know it's not difficult as such. It is not what it is portrayed by everybody. Things do change, children do help, everything is working out, and I'm having this time, and there is a way always. Like if you work through your mindset, like, whatever you want, you can get it, no matter what it is. So I wanted to work on my dreams, and I started doing that. It was a little difficult, but I did find my way around it. Also, when it came to friendships and all that, when I did ensure, like, like earlier it used to be like, I have to be good to people, I always need to be good to them, I always need to be say yes to them, like, whenever whatever it is. And it was mostly like, I being giving my time, my energy to my friends and all that, but I used to not get things in return. But then I learned, like, there are different kinds of friendships. Some friendships can be really very deep. Some people are just hi bye friends. Some people are just, will just be casual friends you meet at for coffee and all that. So it is not necessary for you to have deep expectations for everyone over there. It is okay to if someone it is okay for you to choose your friends, it is okay for you to set boundaries over there, it is okay for you to keep your circle small. It is not necessary that you need to have a big circle, so you can be friendly with everybody. And that is, and it is always that your peace matters. Whatever keeps you peaceful, that is what matters. Yeah, so that is something that I.
As I always say, if your energy is something, then you are going to attract people of your energy. It has nothing to
Yes.
do with that. Let's say if you're vibrating at low energy, you are going to attract circumstances, the people, the situations who are also vibrating at low energy. If you're vibrating at high energy, if you're thinking high of yourself, then you are going to attract clients, the people, friends, circumstances, situations exactly the same. So, and you are the
Yeah.
live example of it. When you were in the down phase, when you were having the low energy in your life, and when you're vibrating at a low energy, you are attracting all of those scenarios. But once energy shifted, once you release the traumas from your, then you were eventually able to tap into the high energy and you were able to attract the right people in your life.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah, yeah. So looking at where are you now, how do you feel compared to when you first started?
Like when I first started, I was feeling like I was on a scale of 10, I was just 1 or 2. But right now, I actually feel like 9.5 or 10,
Wow.
because every day right now, I always look forward to wake up in the morning. I always love the morning sunshine. I always love whatever I do in the morning. So it is not, and there is no moment as such that is very depressing as such. There are sad moments, there are this, but then I make sure, I have learned how to accept through them, embrace them, and release them. And I'm enjoying right now every moment when it comes to being with myself alone, being with my children, and being with the family, or doing things that I love. So, like in a blissful place. I'm
Yeah.
actually.
I remember when you came to me, you were like, Imanwe, I'm in depression, as
Yes.
as far as I can recall. So, how things shifted in your life and how you were able to actually relabel yourself that you are not in depression and how you were able to pass through it.
Yeah. So earlier, when it was difficult for me, I used to find it difficult to wake up in the morning, and I used to get thoughts like, why am I going through these kind of circumstances? Why it is only me? Why are people really bad to me? Why don't I have any friends? And doing even everyday tasks was like, why do I even have to do such task? It is like, why am I made to do all these things? Why am I being put in this situation? So I used to always blame myself for it, otherwise blame circumstances or blame situations, but never see as to what can be done to, better. That was something that I used to never do. And waking up every day was like, oh, another day. I have to wake up and I have to look after now so many kids, and I have to do so many things. So that kind of mentality it was.
And now you are exactly the opposite of it, that you are looking forward to the mornings or looking forward to enjoy the day.
Yes, even if my nights are sleepless nights, I do see my child's face. I see her smiling, and I'm like, it is worth it.
Yeah.
Sleepless nights are worth it, and I look forward to morning also, even though my sleep is not complete. And I make sure that during the day, if I find time, I just take a quick nap. So
Yeah.
it's not that there are no people to help. I ensure like to communicate if I need help and all that. So everything is really smooth.
I'm happy to know this. Actually, I'm feeling so proud of you because knowing your journey has been a tremendous journey for me equally because you have been feeling very resistant to pursue certain things, to work on yourself, to do things so that you can get results. And after every session, we're like, Manvi, where are we? Where are we? I can't see the things happening. And now you reaching here, it is making me also so happy about your growth. And so moving forward, what all you have manifested so far in your journey while working with?
When working with you, it is like whenever there is no short of income. Like when I need something, it automatically I get the, it is ready. Like when it comes to going doing some course or investing in myself or doing anything. And and my family is also so loving. It is not that I like, if I ask also something, I get it. So if I don't ask also, like, like we used to never go out and all that. But right now it is like we have planned to go out for a month abroad. So that thing has happened. And like I was like, my children also are doing well in their studies, though I'm not able to, like, give individual attention, but whatever attention, they are very enthusiastic in learning and all that, and they are doing good in their exams and even emotionally and all that. It is not that they are crying and they're cribbing and they're cranky, but actually they're very happy and they help each other. Even the smallest one, they help. So even if the maid is not there, like, things are effortlessly happening. So it is like that. Friendships are good. Like, I have friends who keep in touch with me, they do check in.
Can you share
And
your journey about friendships actually, how you manifested your friendships? Because I remember when we are in the mid of our sessions, we had like couple of sessions on friendships, and because you are longing to manifest right friendships in your life because you were lacking that. That is what we have been working on. That how we can manifest right friendships who can appreciate you, who are loving, who are understanding, who are caring. The way you do it for others, you also wanted that for with you to happen it in your life.
yes. So the thing is, I have like earlier I used to wonder, like, I don't have friends and all that. But then opportunity, I had read like to the exercise of thanking the universe for friendships. I had done that with you, and then after that, there were opportunities coming in. So I was like, why not welcome it? Like, I had people, I been able to connect with friends through my sister, like then my other relatives were married, so over there also there were people who I was able to connect with. Earlier it was very difficult for me to even talk to people socially. So when I worked on that, effortlessly people started talking to me, they started connecting with me. And also even my school friends and all, automatically, like, they when I started working on Instagram and all that, they started getting connected. And then we thought, like, we'll meet up, and my neighbors also, the girls over there. So automatically things, I also don't know how we got connected, but somewhere or the other they started reaching out to me. And otherwise, if it was for a birthday, no one used to wish, and I started getting a lot of birthday wishes from old friends. Like, we were not even in touch up to 7 to 8 years back, and they are in touch with me, right? So
So it's more or
yeah, so
less, yeah, yeah.
I also don't know how it happened, but it happened because because even that mindset I made up, that, I am a good person, people are willing to be my friend. That mentality also I started having. It was not that I was like, I need friends. It was like, I am a good person. I know I'll get friends. I know I'll have friends, and everything happens for good. So automatically things started.
As I always say, manifestation is not like doing certain techniques and everything about that. It's all about creating that belief system. And you created that belief system after releasing the traumas from your body. It was very effortless for you. And we, as we always say, we don't focus on how. It is like when we believe in this thing, ki, yeah, it is going to happen with us no matter how. We don't know how, what, when, and whatever it is, but it will happen. And because you are carrying that aura, carrying that energy within you, in this phase of your life, and that is the reason why you were able to connect with those energies, you were able to connect those beautiful connections with you.
Yes, and I'm very grateful to you also. I got a good friend in you also. You did not judge me, like, when I was talking to you. So I was actually not afraid to even share things and become very vulnerable with you. So it was very difficult, especially when a person goes through that situation. It becomes very difficult to open up. So when I spoke to you, it wasn't actually difficult. I started, in fact, talking a lot because I found that you gave me that listening ear, and you were also very empathetic, and you understood what I went through. You gave me my space whenever I needed that moment. You told me, you take your time. And like, it was, you were very caring at that point. So that that also helped me to heal through this journey.
In short, it healed some parts of you, your Exactly, if I would say as a therapist here, I was healing your inner child in a subtle way by acting that way.
Okay, yes.
If it is making sense to you now. But yeah. So if someone is feeling stuck, let's say, like you were feeling stuck in that phase of your life and is very resistant, is feeling very hesitant to invest in themselves. So what would you tell them?
I would tell them when that the burden that you carry mentally, emotionally, and even when you're at that point when you don't even take care of yourself physically. So it the cost of it becomes, you will not understand at that point of time, but it does hamper your body physically. It shows on the face, and it's not worth it actually, because you may think like you will not go for therapy, but you will see things and get yourself healed and all. Sometimes it does work, sometimes it does, but if you want to speed up things and have that person who will really be with you and coach you through that very smoothly, it is an investment in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, there is nothing wrong in that, because you can see that effects, even though it is a coaching which involves mindset. uh, it affects even your physical health, your emotional health, and that is priceless. You can see the glow on your face once you finish
I can see
complete.
right now in you.
You will see the glow on your face. You will be able to do things you have not done before. You'll be able to save time and your energy, which is very priceless. So that's why it is very important, I would say, to prioritize yourself and make that investment for yourself.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true because I remember when you were actually resistant to invest money, you wanted that, but you were a bit dicey, a bit skeptical, man. If it is going to work out with me, how things are going to work out. But then you reaching here and you are feeling that it's priceless, that it's already feels priceless for me as a therapist here because my win is your win.
Yes.
Your win is my win. Sorry. Your win is my win because when you grow in your life, when you reach there where you always wanted to, and you are standing there in front of me, that Manvi, I've reached there. So it's nothing less than that. What else can
Yes.
I expect? Because this is what I always wanted, that if someone is signing up with me, they should reach where they wanted to reach, and you are already there. Thank you so much for sharing your journey, sharing everything, all the vulnerabilities, all the wins, all the low, all the struggles with me. Because I'm just so proud of you, so proud of you for being here and doing all the work you're talking to do. So, any last words for someone thinking about working with me?
Manvi is a great person. She keeps things very confidential when it comes to working with her. And the processes that we go through, it is very transparent, and also it is very fun. Like there are different models that she uses, like the painting one, expressive therapy, that is.
Art therapy.
And whatever exercises that you go through, you can even do it, like when you, not only during the process but also when you find it difficult at home. So it is very to do it, continue with it, and it is fun. You will enjoy that journey. If it is painful, it is soothing also, but it is very joyful when you do it through a coach like Man.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So much for sharing your journey again. I'm so proud of you and I wish you all the success, all the love, all the abundance here. So much for being.
Thank you so much.
I'll
Bye.
stop the recording here.